Bugungi darsimizda Duolingo testini qanaqa qilib ishlash, savol turlarida nimaga e'tibor berish va qanaqa qilib yaxshi ballga erishish haqida mavzusida gaplashamiz va master class bo'ladi. Keling endi shu ishni birgalikda qilamiz. Boshlaymiz. Checking your device, o'z ko'rgingizdek bunda sizni device'ingizni tekshirib olishni, sizda bormi kerakli ma'lumotlar, masalan, mikrofoningiz bormi, webkamerangiz bormi, ishlaydimi, tekshirishadi. O'sha vaqtda yashirib olganligini ko'rishingiz mumkin. Keyin siz loading qilib boshlashda bu qismda type the missing letter to complete the text below. Quyidagi tekstni to'ldirish uchun kerakli so'zlarni yozishimiz kerak. The sun is a star at the center of the solar system. It is seen in the sky and giant light to the earth. When the sun is in the sky, it is day. When the sun is not in the sky, it is night. Nechinchi sinfda uchun qilingan ekanda bu. Night. The planets, including Earth, go round. O'z ko'rganingizdek, bu qismda quyosh haqida berilgan ekan. Quyosh solar system, quyosh sistemasining centerdagi yulduz. It is seen in the sky deb yozibdi. Demak, osmonda ko'riladi. It gives light to the earth. Demak, gives bo'lsa kerak, bu qismda beradi. Chunki undan keyin masalan enddan keyin verb kelishi kerak. Gives light to the earth. Demak, yerga yorug'lik berar ekan. Skyda bo'lganda, masalan, when the sun is, masalan, sun bilan, faqatgina sun degan so'z bilan, masalan, grammatik qism bu ham grammatikani bilishingiz kerak. Sun bilan grammatikani bilishingizdan shart emas. Bu qismda logika kerak. Masalan, bu qismda the sun dedimi? Endi keyingi qismda o'z kallangiz ishlash kerak, masalan, farosat ishlash kerak. Demak, the sun dedimi? Faqatgina the sun demak struktura ishlatiladi deb o'zingiz ko'rgan bo'lishingiz mumkin, ko'rib topishingiz mumkin. Demak, oddiy logikani ishlatgan holda va ozgina grammatika bo'yicha ma'lumotlarni ishlatgan holda bu ma'lumotni buni topish ehtimoli juda ham katta. Shuning uchun ham keyingi qismga o'tib ketsak bo'ladi. Analizda tugatgan holda.
I am going to bed.
I'm going to bed dedi. I am going to bed dedi. Men uxlashga ketdim dedi. 3 marta masalan o'zingiz ko'rgan type the statements 1 minut beriladi sizga. 3 marta eshitishingiz va berilgan gapni yozishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Number of replays left 2 ta bizda qoldi, chunki birinchisini o'z bilan berishdi. I'm going to bed dedi. Yana bir marta eshitaman.
I am going to bed.
I am going to bed dedi.
I am going to bed.
I'm going to bed dedi. Qisqasi 3 martadan keyin qaytib eshita olmaysiz. Undan keyin to'g'rilab yozishingiz kerak. Punktuatsiyaga e'tibor bering, nuqtalarga, so'rov gaplarga e'tibor bering. Masalan, ayni klaviatura bilan yozganingizda kichkina harf bilan yoziladi, lekin unda katta harf bilan tanlashga harakat qiling. Keyingisiga. Select the real English words 1,5 daqiqa berishadi va bizdan to'g'ri ingliz tilidagi so'zni topishni va bu so'zni belgilab olishni so'rashadi. Masalan, safety bor bizda, xavfsizlik.
Fiat.
What?
Fiat
degan so'z bor bizda.
Ski
degan so'z ham bor.
Poisonal
yo'q. Attempt bor.
Wartuming
yo'q unaqa so'z.
Unkilled
yo'q unaqa so'z bizda. G'alati so'z aytishyapti.
server
degan so'z bor.
charge
degan so'z bor. Demak, belgiladik. 3 tasini belgilamadik, faqat 6 tasini belgiladik. O'zingiz ko'rganingdek, bu qismda sizda ingliz tilida so'zga o'xshaydigan, lekin ingliz tilida bo'lmagan so'zlarni ham berishga harakat qilishadi. Sizni chalg'itishga harakat qilishadi. O'sha vaqtda faqatgina bu qismda sizni o'zingizning ingliz tilidagi bilimlaringiz, ingliz tilidagi so'zlarni bilish darajangiz sizni qutqarib qolishi mumkin. Va bu qismda sizdan maslahatimiz klaviatura emas, bu yerda qalonkesh yaxshi ishlash kerak, chunki har bitta qismni, har bitta tovushni to'g'ri eshitmasangiz, masalan, n bilan, masalan, number deb yorish mumkin, numberni number deb yorish mumkin. O'sha vaqtda siz n bilan m ni farqiga bormaysiz, bo'ldi, uxladingiz. O'shuning uchun ham e'tiborli bo'lishingiz kerak. Sizni qalonkezmi, shu speakeringiz yaxshi ishlashi kerak. Select the real English words in the list. Demak, bu qismda bizda 18 ta so'z berilgan. 18 ta 18 so'z beriladi, 1 daqiqa beriladi. Sizdan iltimos bizga to'g'ri so'zni, bu bor so'zni, ingliz tilida bor so'zni belgilang degan qism beriladi. O'z ko'rgazma bu qismda sizda oson emas. Masalan, cation degan so'zni bilishingiz kerak. Education, implication, cation bilan tugaydigan so'zlar ko'p, lekin bu yerda provocation yo'q so'zlarni sizga unaqa chalg'itib berishga harakat qilishadi. Shuning uchun ham anavi bo'lmasligingiz kerak. To'g'riga tushunib qolmasligingiz kerak. Men tez o'tkazib o'rnatsam, bu 20 sekund qoldi. Universally restart deadline yo'q. Deceit yo'q. Deceit. Desa it bor, representative bor, courageous bor, charity yo'q, specialist bor, personal bor, starrier yo'q, accelerate bor, voluntary bor, construct bor, transitive bor, idealistic bor, intention bor. Qisqasi vaqtim deyarli yetmay qoldi. Ko'p gapirib. Keyingi. Write one or more sentence. Picture shows a big canyon and a water reservoir. Damn it! Near it, there are a group of people relaxing there. Bo'ldi qisqasi. Endi to'g'rilashim kerak. Picture shows big bo'lish kerakmi? Big canyon and a water reservoir. Near it there are a group of people. Bo'ldi, relaxing there. Xato gap bo'ldi. 20 sekund vaqt berilgan. Biz o'qishimiz kerak va to'g'ri telaffuz qilishimiz kerak. It's an advantage to know how to use a computer. deb o'qib berishim kerak edi. Bu ham oson. Selecting words and this list kerak ingliz tilidagi so'zlarni belgilashimiz kerak. Panic degan so'z yo'q. Deal degan so'z bor. Fantasy degan so'z yo'q. Corner bor. Regret bor. Sharket degan narsa yo'q. Darius yo'q. Easier yo'q. Signature bor. Unfolded yo'q. Unforgettable bor. Yo'q, boshqa so'zlar yo'q. Bu qismda o'zing ko'rganingdek, aniq qilishga sizlarni chanalishga harakat qilishadi. Bu yerda 5 ta so'z bor ekan. Deal degani ish degani, corner degani burchak degani, regret degani сожалеть, signature degani uni qo'l, unforgettable unaqa unutib bo'lmas. So'zga o'xshagan narsalar ko'p. Sharket degan so'zni marketni o'rniga qo'yib qo'yishgan, menimcha basicni o'rniga baniga yozishgan, masalan, fatally yozishgan. Control ni o'rniga control yozishgan, qisqasi paid ni o'rniga paid yozishgan, ko'p bunaqa so'zlar. Endi eshitishimiz 1,5 minut davomida va to'g'ri soatlarni topishimiz kerak yana bir marta.
Bonus.
Bonus degan so'zimiz bor.
Transonate.
Yo'q unaqa so'z.
Strand.
Strand bor. Strand degani tarmoq degani.
Responsibility.
Bor.
Inscript.
Inscript bor. Inscript. Maybe.
Propic.
Yo'q.
Draval.
Yo'q.
Usequent.
Yo'q.
Skillfully.
What is wrong with these people? Nima so'zlarni beradi, lekin o'zingizga ko'rganingizda bu qismda fully qanaqa sifat yoki ravishasi degan fe'llarni, ravishasi degan qismlarni fully qismlarni berish orqali sizlarni chalg'itishga harakat qilishadi. Masalan, 9 da shunaqa bo'ldi.
Usequent.
Use degan so'zga yana nimadir qo'shib bor, quent qo'shib bor, sizga anglashga harakat qilishadi. O'zingizga ko'rganingiz use degan so'z bilaman-ku, bor-ku deysizlarda berib yuborishim mumkin. Draval, shit tushunmayman. Propic, yo'q.
Transonate.
Bilmayman, trans degan so'zni bilishingiz o'sha trans degan qism borligi uchun ham sizlarni aldashga harakat qilishadi bu qismda.
They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published.
They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is The story is published dedi. Menimcha o'shani eshitib to'g'rilashim kerak. Shunaqa ham yomon klaviatura bo'ladimi?
They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published.
O'zingiz ko'rganingiz, they will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published. Bu qismda present perfect continuous berishgan. By the time strukturasi turibdi. They will have tried turibdi. Yana
They will have tried to talk to you by the time the story is published.
Yetadi. Record yourself sentences testni qarashi. Mathematical and computer models are produced and field research is done to test the models. Shunaqa bo'ladi. Types of missing letters to complete the text below. Juda ham ko'p vaqt bu, 3 minut vaqt juda ham ko'p vaqt bu. Most people were with danger, fear, recover. It's fear, not anasa. Bu shamollashdan anasa. Turi. And don't have any problems afterward without treatment bo'ladi bu. Treatment. Treatment degani o'sha. Of treatment degani o'sha. Lechение of infected people bo'ladi. People of every die from dengue with going treatment. Good treatment maybe. Good treatment less than 1% die. However, o'z ko'rgan dengue fever haqida gap ketgan. Dengue fever bu qanaqadir infeksionniy kasalligi turi bunaqa. Bu endi shamollash, lekin anondan o'tadiganda pashshalar Afrikaga o'xshagan tropik joylarda u sizlarni chaqib o'tkazadigan narsa. Treatment degan so'zni bilishing kerak, lechение degan so'zni bilishing kerak. Chunki demak meditsina haqida gap ketayotgani uchun bu yerda ofligi aniqda. Chunki agar o turgan bo'lsa, masalan, undan keyin strukturada endi bu bilishing kerak bo'lgan struktura yoki просто sizlarda intuitivni kelishi kerak bo'lgan struktura off bo'lishi aniq o'qisunda. People yozishda aslida off yana nima keldi? Die degan, demak dench masraqsini o'qisunda просто yozib qo'yish mumkin, chunki oldin kelgan so'z die-ni endi bilishing kerak edi. Qanaqa bilasizlar? Less than чем bo'ldi. Ortiqcha gapirmayman. Kengiz. Yana bir yarim minutda ingliz tilidagi so'zlarni topishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Ketdik.
Concept.
Concept degan so'z bor.
Classically.
Classically degan so'z yo'q.
Poving.
Poving degan so'z ham yo'q.
Occurrence.
Occurrence degan so'z bor.
Mutual.
Bor.
Caution.
Caution bor.
Supervision.
Supervision bor.
Beak.
Big bor. Big degan tumshuq degan.
Compligan.
Compligan degan so'z yo'q. O'zidan ko'rganingda boshlanishini to'g'rilab qo'yishadi. Sho'yla so'zga aylantirib, so'zga o'xshatib qo'yishadi. Keyin lekin umumiy jihatdan sizlarni aldaydigan so'zlar bo'ladi. Compligan dedi nima edi? Compligan.
Poving.
Poving va shit shunaqa so'z.
Classically.
Classically nima edi? Classically. Clearly deb tugatib qo'yadi. Sizlarni bu ingliz tilidagi sifat yoki ravish ekanligiga ishontirishga harakat qilishadi, lekin unaqa noto'g'ri yoki kerak so'zlarga ishonmanglar. Bu aldanmaydi.
Concept.
Konsepsiya degani mana.
Occurrence.
Occurrence degani явление degani masalan.
Supervision.
Supervision degani surat degani.
Mutual.
Mutual degani ikki tomonlama degani masalan.
Beak.
Beak degani tumshuq degani o'zim aytganimdek.
Caution.
Caution degani ehtiyotkorlik degani. Shu bilan ehtiyotkorlik bo'lishi kerak. With caution. Ya'ni bu qismda ehtiyotkorlik bilan yondashishdan kerak bo'ladi. Keyingisi. Interaktiv reading o'tdik. 8 minutimiz bor ekan. Berilgan reading passage bo'yicha savollarni o'qishga. O'zing ko'rganingda bu qismda 6-7 ta savol bo'ladi. 8 minut davomida 6 ta savolga javob berishing kerak. Birinchi navbatda savollarni so'zlarni to'g'rilashimiz kerak. Ikkinchi navbatda keyingi qismni logikaga doir logika bilan bo'ladigan keyingi qismni topishimiz kerak. Ikkita savolga javob berishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Undan keyin passage tanlashimiz kerak bir narsalar. Mana bu qismni o'zing ko'rganingda bu qismda faqatgina savollarga javoblarni topishimiz kerak. So'zlarni qoldirib ketilgan so'zlarni qo'yib ketishimiz kerak. Juan had worked as a journalist bo'lishi mumkin masalan. As a journalist mana jurnalist sifatida for many years bo'lishi mumkin. Reason bo'lmaydi. And knew a lot maybe masalan. A lot about print media maybe. Print industry maybe. Print work print publication maybe. Print journalism bo'lishi mumkin masalan. He had worked for several work for company bo'ladi yoki publishers maybe. Publisher bo'lishi mumkin. Before he working for a well-respected journal started working for a well-respected political journal. It was close to yaqin his ideal job. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite the best fit. Salary maybe, time maybe, situation alternative. The job wasn't quite the best fit. Maybe a writer, the guy. Situation maybe. Situation bo'lishi mumkin. Ehtimol juda ham katta situation degan. O'zidan ko'rganingda birinchi navbatda 8 ta savol berish, 8 ta so'zni qoldirib ketishgan ekan. Demak, bu 7 ta savol turib bo'lar ekan. Writingda, readingda 8 minutga 7 ta savol turib, birinchi savol turib o'zidan ko'rganingda qisqasi test tugatib qo'yish kerak ekan, so'zlarni qo'ygan holda. Bu struktura work as masalan. Kim sifatida ishlash. Keyingisiga o'tamiz. Xo'p, endi davom etamiz. Juan and his family didn't want to move because they really liked their neighbors, their house and the school nearby. While Juan was working for the journal, he started to look for another job that was similar but closer to home. Almost a year of searching, he found another job as a journalist at local newspaper. He was overjoyed and glad that he had kept trying. O'zing ko'rganlaringdek, bu qismda ko'chish kerak bo'lgan. Yo'q. Mana it was very long drive to go to work every day. Chunki o'zing ko'rganingda, chunki o'zini yaqinidagi ishni qidirgan degan gapi bor. Shuning ham bu eng loyika jihatdan bu to'g'ri keladi. O'zing ko'rganingda gapni birinchi qismini beradi tekstni, oldin o'qiganimiz, keyin tekstning ikkinchi qismini beradi. Undan keyin o'shani orasida qoldirib ketadi. O'sha logический bir-biriga o'xshab keladi, to'g'ri keladigan joyda topib bermagan deyshadi. Keyin endi masalan savollarga javoblar qoldi. What was Juan's occupation before he started working for a political journal company ekan bu. Mana shu bo'ladi javob. Yana, why did Juan want to find a new job? Mana bu bo'ladi javob hozir. Qisqasi qolgan ikkitasida bittasida masalan nima express qilingan, umumiy mavzusi nima, ikkinchisi title bo'ladi. Had been full time retail yo'q, no. O'zi yashaydigan joyga yaqinroq joyda yaqinroq ish topishga harakat qilgan, xohlagan, uning natijasida shu uchun apply qilgan local newspaperda keyingisi title topishimiz kerak. Law firm yo'q, becoming a journalist, job research bilan. Juan's job searchga bu yaqinroq. Title mana o'zlaring ko'rganingdek 8 minut berishadi, 7 ta savol turi, birinchi savol turida 8 ta so'z tushirib qoldirgan bo'lib, 8 ta so'zni variantni belgilashimiz kerak. Ikkinchisida esa o'zlaring ko'rganingdek nima qilish kerak? Ikkinchisida tekstni birinchi va oxirgi qismi beriladi, centerni topishimiz kerak. Uchinchisida, to'rtinchisida bizda savol bor. 3-4 savollar menimcha. 3-4 savol bor menimcha. Esimdan chiqib ketdi bo'ldi qisqasi. O'zing ko'rganingdek 6-chisida umumiy tekst ma'nosi, 7-chisida esa title so'rashadi. Endi men interactive reading tugadi. Interactive readingga menimcha writing bo'ladi. Writing yoqmaydi hozir menga. Ko'zim og'rib qoldi. Mana what change would make your hometown more appealing to people at your age? There are a lot of restrictions in my that make it unattractive place to live for my generation. Let's more say for my generation, such as bans for nightclubs, lack of inadequate availability of entertainment places, more and as well as dedik. Ko'p bo'lsin so'z. As well. Nima qilding? Nima qilib tashlading? Nima ochding? Yop buni. As well as poor transport infrastructure. Endi to'g'ri olish kerak. There are a lot of restrictions in my hometown. Yani hometown bo'lib ketgan. Hometown that make it an attractive place. Mana qaranglar. Pulse bo'lib ketgan. Pulse bo'lib ketgan. Place to live for my generation. Damn it. Such as such as bans for nightclubs, inadequate availability of entertainment places, as well as poor transport infrastructure. What's it? Infrastructure bo'lish kerak. 14 ta so'z qoldi. First why xudoyam shunchalik yomon bo'ladimi? Of all improvements in public transport such as subway, bus systems, and accessible and affordable taxi would be the best improvement. deb boshlaymiz, tugatamiz, bo'ldi, jonga deydi. Mana qaranglar, first of all improvements in public transport such as subway, bus system, bo'ldi, bu oxirgi video, and accessible and affordable taxi would be the best improvement to my city response, bo'ldi, yetadi. Bilmayman, yuz oson mayli, menga farqi yo'q. Charchadim. Hope prepare for at least 30 seconds about the question below. Talk about the book you read recently. What was the title? What was about? How did you first read her of it? Let's go. In the kitob haqida gaplashamiz. Well, there has been a lot of books since I've read recently, and I want to talk about the best books that have made a big impression on me. And the book is called The Beginning of Infinity. This is the best book I've ever read in my life because this book is so deep in meaning, and it just covers quite a huge area of humanity. Not only humanity, but the history of the world itself, the universe itself, and it just covers a range of topics that are really exciting and mind-blowing, and it just shows the topics of multiverse, how knowledge can be expressed, and the importance of people, importance of humanity at the center of the universe, and how the knowledge is created, and testing this knowledge, and how you can just make sure that you are always right, the philosophy of the world in other spheres, other really important spheres. The book outlines the main parts as knowledge creation, epistemology, and evolution, theory of evolution, theory of computation, and other topics. And I first heard of it from my favorite person, role model, Naval Ravikant. He talked about it for a long time, and I just finally decided to read the book, and I just really loved it, and just recommend the book to everyone I know because it's such a great book. Well, writing sample. Wow, yo'qmayapti. Writing was Ren charchadim, writing yo'qmayapti. Ren 20 sekund vaqtim bor. Dam olib olay. Wow, man. Charchadim. Super bo'lib ketdi. Charchadim. Mayli, oxirgi videoda ketdik. Prepare to write about the topic. Well, who is the person you think you have impacted in your life? What impact you have had on the person? Mayli, bir joyga gaplashamiz. voy xudoyim, shunaqa ham bo'ladimi? There have been a lot of people whose lives were better with my help. As I am teacher, I get to spend a lot of time with young people, and I try to help them as much as possible with the resources and knowledge I have. The latest sample of such students is Jalal. He is a bright young man who needs help and direction in life, and we talk a lot about his future, career, and possibilities he can take advantage of in order to put himself at an advantage. Yetadi. Endi to'g'ri olishim kerak mana. Yetadi. There have been a lot of people degan bo'lib ketgan bu people whose lives I change it for the better with my help. As I am a teacher, I am o'zgartirish kerak chunki katta harf bo'lishi kerak. I am a teacher, I get to spend a lot of time with young people and people, and I try to help them as much as possible with the resource and knowledge I have. Ordinary. The latest example of such tushuncha spelling mistake is Marjalal. He is a bright young man who needs help and direction in life, and we talk a lot about his future career and possibilities he can take advantage of in order to put himself at an advantage. Bo'ldi, qisqasi charchadim. Men charchadim. 29 minut bo'lib ketdi. 13 sekund vaqtim qoldi. Shunaqa qilib yaxshi yozishdan kerak, ko'p yozishdan kerak. 3 minutdan 5 minutgacha ko'radi, qaraydi, normalniy bo'ladi. Speaking sample qoldi, video qilar ekanmiz. Response demak bergan javobim umuman farqi yo'q ekan, farq qilmas ekan. nima bo'lib olishimga prosta gapirishim kerak. Ular bu shu sizlar gapirgan gap videolaringni sizlar tanlagan universitetga jo'natishadi. 10 sekund vaqtim qoldi. Boshlayman. Xo'p, sentrga tushdim shekilli. Ozgina ko'taramiz. Endi вообще sentrga tushdim, ketdik. Prepare to talk about the topic below for 1 to 3 minutes. Now, name a person from history you admire. Why you admire that person? Why do you think we can learn from them? Well, okay. I will talk about Naval Ravikant. He's my idol, role model. Now I'm going to talk about a person that I admire from history. Well, I have to start out by saying that there are a lot of people I admire because I know I like history and I've studied plenty of history, and there have been a lot of people who we can learn from and improve our lives with their help. And number one person would be Marcus Aurelius. As you know, Marcus Aurelius is a person and Roman emperor. He lived approximately 3,000 years ago. He is mostly famous for his book Meditations. He is one of the leading prominent members and representatives of Stoicism, philosophy of Stoicism. He just had a great philosophy on how to live life and how to behave yourself and how to be a good person. He was one of the most powerful people, maybe the most powerful people of his life. And if you just look at his diaries and read his diaries, you can just see that he has been just a philosopher king, and he knew how to conduct himself in life. He just didn't go like he didn't became a different person as a result of the position life put him in. And the reason why I started researching Marcus Aurelius was another person I knew and I admire, and he is still alive, Naval Ravikant. I hope I meet him in the future. He is one of the philosophers of our time, one of the best living philosophers. He's actually an investor and a business entrepreneur, but he has such a balanced perspective in life. He's just not only about success, achieving the best thing in business. He just has overall philosophy on how to live a good life. So, and I think I will meet him in the future, and you can just learn a lot of things. You can just learn how to live a life, because he just not only thinks about philosophy and just how to live a life in simply spiritual terms. He can just show you the scientific principle and scientific reasoning behind it, and he just shows you that it's just pointless to live a life looking at some rules or boundaries. He just can just simply just reading his tweets. He has just had a book recently. It's you can just search and put it up and just read. The name is Naval Manak, How to Live a Life, and it's just one of the prominent people that you can just research in order to make your life better. Together. Oh, damn it. Xo'p, o'zlaring ko'rganlaringdek, bu balim ozgina yaxshilandi. Bu 105 dan 130 ga chiqdi. Bunga asosiy sabab, menimcha bunga asosiy sabab ko'proq yozdim, yaxshiroq gapirdim bu safar. Yaxshiroq temalar tushdi. Temada ham emas gap. Endi bu bilmayman. Bunga e'tibor berdim shekilli, sizlarga gapirishga e'tibor berishdan ko'ra, demak, videomiz 34 minut bo'ldi. Примерно 34-35 minutlik video tutorial bo'lar ekan, agar bitta test olishga qaror qiladigan bo'lsam. Xo'p, shu bilan bugungi darsimiz o'z nihoyasiga yetdi. Sizlarni keyingi darslarda ko'rishguncha kutib qolamiz, everyone.